Hello, hello. It's Anna, and really happy to come on here today. Let me know if you are watching. Just put a comment, say hey. I wanted to come on before the year of the wood snake starts because there's some things you can do to prepare for the year of the wood snake and or for before any new lunar new year. We often say Chinese New Year, but it's actually better to say Lunar New Year because there are many countries besides China that celebrate it. It really has to do with the moon. So it's the first new moon uh, in the year, and so I just wanted to come on here and give you some ideas, some tips, some things that you can do to get ready and prepare yourself for the year of the yin wood snake. The yin wood snake. So if you are watching live, please say hello, say maybe where you're coming from, say hi, and we'll get started. So, and if you missed the live, you could always come on and watch this as a replay. So, 2025 has gotten off to a very dynamic start, I think. Although, if you're like me, I always feel between our January 1st New Year and the Lunar New Year, there's like a weird space that we're in. I've always felt more connected to the Lunar New Year more than the Solar New Year, which is the January 1st New Year, right? Even though this year was a bit different, I actually really was feeling the shift between 2024 and 2025 in the solar calendar. But in general, I really feel that the new year begins with this Lunar New Year. The ancients knew what they were about, and there really is a shift. So what's really interesting is that in a way, they're kind of two New Years, not including the January 1st New Year. There are two beginnings to the year of the wood snake. So this year, and it's different every year, the Lunar New Year, the date of it will be different every single year because it depends on the date of the new moon. Okay, so of course that changes all the time. So sometimes it's in January, sometimes it's in February. I think next year it's not till something like February 16th, if I have that right. Um, that's next year. But this year, we're going into it on the 29th, which is Wednesday. So Tuesday, the 28th, is like New Year's Eve. Again, you can have another New Year's Eve and you can have another New Year's Day. There's also, interestingly, there's February 3rd, which is the solar new year in the Chinese calendar, and so it kind of depends. There's like again this kind of weird space that we're in between the 29th and the 3rd. It's like there's this week of energy of new beginnings. So once the 3rd is here, like we're absolutely definitely in the year of the snake in a new 9 star um, uh, period, and so on and so forth. And so what's really interesting this week will be the shifts of the energy that you'll feel. And in the Chinese tradition or in the Asian tradition, there's certain things that's really important to do before the new year actually begins. Okay. So, and let me know if you have any questions while I'm talking. You can put them in the comments, or if you're watching this later in a replay, go ahead and put your comments in the chat, in the comments area, and I'll try to answer them if I can. So the first thing that's really important to do before Wednesday, not on Wednesday, is to clean your house. Really give your house a thorough top to bottom cleaning. The reason for this is to get rid of all of the old chi, all of the stagnant energy, and just renew the house, freshen it up for the new year. There's this idea in Feng Shui that if you, whatever you're doing on the first day of the new year is the energy you'll be in or the kind of activity you'll be doing for the rest of the year. So you don't want to spend your entire year cleaning your house, right? So get that all done beforehand. Do like a really deep cleaning if you can. So that gives you today, and it gives you Monday, and it gives you Tuesday to do all of that. So you have time. Um, so as you're cleaning, it's also really good to visualize all the old chi, everything you want to let go of leaving your house, okay? So, like energies of sickness, energies of any sadness or arguments or any things you want to let go of, visualize them leaving your house as you clean. And it's also good when you're cleaning or at some point to open up all of your windows and doors. It's generally good to do that in Feng Shui periodically anyway, because you want to refresh the qi. Of course, if you live like in a really, really, really cold climate, um, if you're in the Arctic or Siberia, maybe you can't open all your windows and doors. I get that. Hey, Ron. Nice to see you or have you here. Um, so if you live in a super super frigid climate, of course you can't open all your doors and windows, but maybe you could crack a window for a bit just to get some fresh air in the house if you can. But if you live in anything other than like, frozen Arctic tundra, open up your windows, open up your doors, even just for a moment, just to get some fresh air in the house, okay? It really will refresh the energy, it will refresh the chi, and it's really important to do that. It's important to do that, as I said, like periodically anyway, for health reasons and just to refresh the energy of the space. The other thing you can do is to clean the energy of your house, and you could do that through smudging. All right, and there are lots of things you can use for smudging. There's sage, there's palo santo, but there are other things too. There's dragon's blood, there's copal, there's frankincense. There's so many different things you can burn. You can burn orange peel. That's a very typical feng shui thing to do. So burning things, smudging, and doing a space clearing in your house. You can use sound, you can use clapping, bells, clear the stagnant energy out of your home, especially before the start of the new year. The other thing that you can do is to declutter, get rid of things that you no longer want or need, or things that are broken. If you can get rid of some stuff before the new year, great. It's good to do that periodically anyway, like when you hold on to things, you're not then allowing in new things. But this is a particularly potent time to do that. Another thing you can do is, as much as possible, pay off debts. Pay off debts and resolve unfinished business. So if there's like an uncomfortable conversation that you need to have with someone, try to have it before the new year, okay? If there is an apology that you have to make, try to do that. If there are papers you need to sign, whatever unfinished business is kind of hanging over you, it's best to get it out of the way. If you can't fully pay off a debt, make like some sort of a payment towards paying off the debt. That way, again, it's like starting off the year with a clean slate as much as possible. Another thing you can declutter is your mind. That's always a good thing to do, right? Declutter your mind. So let go of the things that you no longer want to have in your life. Let go of the resentments, let go of anger, let go of anything that doesn't serve you. So taking some time to go within and to do some meditation practice would be really, really good, because the clutter is not necessarily always in our physical environment. This is where we have the most clutter, right? Is our mental, hey Ron, hey Hannah. Our mental clutter is also very, very important. So clean out your head. Clean your head. Start off the year with a nice clean slate. And that kind of ties into what I was saying about like paying off debts and taking care of unfinished business, because when you don't, that stuff kind of just energetically is sitting in your energy field and in your consciousness or your subconscious, right? And it's affecting you. So as much as possible, we want to just start the year with a really clean slate. And that means in every way possible. So your home and your mind, your body. So another thing you could do is take a ritual bath. That's a nice thing to do on the Lunar New Year Eve. Take a really nice bath, with like some nice salts and maybe some essential oils, light some candles, and you could visualize yourself just cleansing yourself, getting rid of all the old stuff you want to release as you're going into the new year, into the year of the wood snake. So taking a ritual bath, I mean, it's always nice to do that, but I think could be especially potent now, right? Before the new year, get a new look. Now, I got my hair cut a couple weeks ago, and I was really happy that I went and did it when I did it. I did it in that space between the January 1st New Year and the Lunar New Year. So if you're a man, like get a beard trim or something, but make sure you do it before the 29th, because if you cut your hair or you cut anything on the 29th, in the traditional thinking, you are cutting off your wealth. Okay, and you don't want to do that. So no haircuts, and try to avoid using scissors and knives on the 29th. I know it sounds like superstitious, but there's an energetic reason behind that. I mean, they didn't just make this stuff up. So as much as possible, try to avoid cutting your hair, using scissors, using knives, or even shaving, I would say. And is during the week leading up to the 3rd as well. So I would not get a haircut during that time. And then if you can even extend that, and if you've had your haircut beforehand, then try not to get another one until like maybe March or so. That would be preferable, but not everybody could do that. Some people have like hair and beards that have to get cut more often, but definitely don't get a cut on the 29th and in that week up till the 3rd. Another thing you can do to sort of renew and refresh is to buy yourself something new to wear. If you can even get it in the color red, that's considered especially auspicious. So something red, something new and something red. I know like there's a wonderful trend to buying used clothing, pre-worn clothes, but it's good to have something like new if you can. So that could be even like underwear. A new pair of underpants, in a nice red color. It doesn't have to be red, but red is considered especially auspicious. Socks, but something new. And if you can get it in red, that's really, really good. And then you wear it on the 29th. And it's a nice feeling anyway. We tend to do that on the 1st of January as well. Another thing you can do before the 29th is to clean out your wallet. Clean out all like those old receipts and things like that, or like give your wallet a good cleaning. Some people even go out and buy a new wallet. Depending on the type of wallet you have, that could be an expensive thing to do. But if you want to get a new wallet, that's not a bad thing to do. but clean out your wallet. Make sure and unfold all the bills, put them nice, put them in order. Some people like to do the it's not really feng shui, but they sprinkle cinnamon in their wallet to attract money and wealth. You could do that if you like, or you could do some sort of visualization technique where you could visualize new money coming into your wallet, but starting off the year and put actual cash in your wallet. You know, these days we're getting more and more away from cash, and I have to say I'm kind of guilty of that. Oh, Hannah, you like the bath idea? Yeah, it's so nice, right? I don't have a bathtub where I am right now, so I can't do that. But I could take a shower, a ritual shower. But anyway, getting back to the wallet idea, you know, it's really good to get some fresh, crisp new bills, you know, even with the whole cashless society thing that we're in, put some actual cash money in your wallet. And if you can get big denominations, that's even better. And just visualize that coming in, coming in, coming in. And another thing you can do is to get a beautiful bowl of fresh oranges and put them on display in your home. Fresh oranges represent good chi, uplifting chi. The scent of orange is wonderful. I even like burning orange essential oil in a diffuser. It's very, very uplifting. Back when I was living in Seville, in Spain, which is full of orange trees, I realized how happy the people are always there. Everybody's always smiling and laughing and singing. I always had the theory it was because of all the orange trees around. That's my personal feng shui theory. It seems like where there are lots of oranges, people are just happier. So getting a bowl of oranges, and you can do it at 5 oranges, 6 oranges, or 8 oranges, or 9 oranges. Those are good numbers to use. Don't put 4. 4 is considered the number of death. You don't want that. You could put 3, but more is better. 3 is a nice number, but a multiple of 3, like 9 would be good. 8 represents abundance. So a beautiful bowl of oranges right in the middle of the dining table, or somewhere where you can see it. It represents abundance. Another thing you can do on the new year is be generous. Because remember, what you are putting out there is what you're going to be receiving for the year. So if you are generous and you share with others, then that invites you to receive that as well. And you're in that wonderful state of flow. So being generous with your money, your time, your energy is a nice thing to do. Within reason, of course. But being generous represents the idea, the feeling that your cup overfloweth, and that's always a good thing. Another wonderful tradition that you can follow is to cook a beautiful meal. I like to do one both on the evening for the New Year's Eve and on the day of. And one of the two of the foods that are traditionally eaten are a whole fish, and that represents prosperity, it represents abundance. I happen to really love fish. I know some people get grossed out by whole fish, but honestly, it's like the best way to eat fish. So prepare a whole fish, and you could do it with like chili and ginger and all that kind of wonderful stuff. You can also eat noodles, and a particular type of noodle are these long life noodles that are super, super, super long. I think they have to, well, you shouldn't cut them with scissors, but the idea is that you eat those. But noodles of some kind. So making yourself like a ramen soup would be good. Lately, I've been really craving miso and soba. So I got myself these organic buckwheat noodles, and I've been making miso soup. I don't know what it is, but I've been craving that. So I might make something like that for myself. But if you can share a meal with others, that's really, really nice. So having a feast, and so really on the New Year, you're supposed to just be eating and drinking and enjoying and not cleaning the house and not doing any of those things. There's this idea that whatever you're doing on the first day of the New Year, and again, that's going to be Wednesday, the 29th, is what you're going to be doing for the rest of the year. So you don't want to be cleaning, you don't want to be paying bills, you don't want to be, cutting anything, right? So make sure it's something that you enjoy. Obviously, here in the West, we don't necessarily have that day off, so many people have to go to work, but you could still find a way to enjoy these traditions, right? There's always a way that you can enjoy these traditions. I want to talk briefly about the snake. And if you want to know more about this, on Saturday the 1st, I am hosting a very unique workshop where I was guided to do this. I literally channeled this from one of my guides. They were like, you have to do this. I was like, oh, okay. It's a workshop that's combining the two things that I do, which is Feng Shui and shamanism. And so I'm going to be diving very deep into the energy of the Year of the Wood Snake and how you can work with it in terms of Feng Shui. But I'm also going to be doing a whole bunch of shamanic work with you. So that's going to be next Saturday. So we're going to be doing journeying with snake medicine. Snake medicine's been coming in really strongly for me in my sessions that I've been having with clients. I actually shapeshifted into a snake in one session recently. That was an interesting experience. I do occasionally shapeshift during shamanic healings, but this one was quite vivid, very, very vivid, very, very strong. And it was so clear that it was snake medicine coming through. So we're going to be doing some journeying and some shamanic work with that. So that's going to be next Saturday. It's going to be at 5 p.m. Central European Time, which is 11 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States. And I think that's 8 a.m. on the West Coast. And it's going to be at least 3 hours long because we're going to go really deep. So if you'd like to do that, there is a special early bird price of $88. And I'm only going to have it until I think the Chinese New Year. So it's going to expire then. So if you want to do that, I'm going to put the link in here. I hope you'll join me. After that, the price is going up to $111. And nobody's doing anything like this. So I think it'll be really exciting. I'm excited about it. So let's talk a little bit about the energies of the snake and of wood. So the snake is intuition. Right? The snake uses its intuition. It's like it's such a powerful animal. And it's intuition and its transformation. What does the snake do? It sheds its skin, right? It's able to just leave things behind and just embracing the new. So it represents also growth, transformation. Right? Real transformation. And coming after the year of the wood dragon that we've been in, which is my year, which is also about transformation. It's been a bit of a intense transformation. The year of the wood snake, it's like going into that really kind of quiet inner place because it's yin wood too. Right, so yin is that stillness. So it's really important that we be very centered during this upcoming year, to find our center, to go within as much as possible. Wood is the energy of growth, new growth, springtime, right? Transformation and creativity. So this year, your creative urges might really make themselves felt. And don't suppress them. Go with them. Let them grow. Let them expand. If you get ideas and stuff, write them down. You don't have to take action on all of them, right? Not necessarily, but don't suppress your creativity. Really let it grow. Let it flourish, because it can really support you and give you things that will nourish you on your journey this year. Um, Shed that skin, baby. It's time. It's time. One thing that some of you know that I'm very nomadic. Um, One thing I've gotten really good at is shedding my skin and just leaving the past in the past and stepping into something completely new. It can be scary. It can be, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to do, but this is the time of year. We're also in a 9-year in Western numerology, which is also about endings. So really, the energies this year are supporting you to let go, shed your skin, transform, renew, okay? And get rid of all the stuff that doesn't serve you anymore. This is the time. This is the time to do that. The energies are supporting you in this. I would love to support you this year. I'm here for you in any, just if you want to explore working with me, just drop me a message. I'll be happy to get on a call with you. I hope you will come on Saturday on the day is it? Sorry, my brain's not working. The first. I'm also working with the energies of Imbolc and Groundhog's Day, right? It's like a really powerful day. So please join me on Saturday for Following the Path of the Wood Snake. I think it's going to be a really exciting workshop. And like I said, nobody's doing anything like this. So Feng Shui and shamanism, doing a dance together. It's so beautiful. And the way my soul expresses Feng Shui anyway is very, very shamanically. So I am looking forward to sharing that with you and looking forward to sharing lots of things with you. So I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful new year. I hope that these tips were useful for you. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope I have answered any questions you might have had. And if I haven't answered them, just drop them in the comments. I will get back to you. And I will see you next time. All right. And hopefully I will see you on Saturday the 1st. Okay, bye.